welcome. You're with IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web portal. We operate using Web3 technology, and we talk about what you all are talking about on social media. We talk about that. We invite all of you to talk about that. We try to make sense of what you guys are doing out there on social media. Well, Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan joined the social media, Twitter, the microblogging site, very late, as late as January 2010. But he has crossed a whopping 11 million mark when it comes to his followers on Twitter. Now, he is, in fact, we all know him as a rather shy and reticent person. But his good friend Karan Johar convinced him to go on to Twitter and share his life with his fans. Needless to say, his fans, and there are many, were ecstatic, and they started a hashtag called 11 million SRKians. And that hashtag has been trending over the past couple of days or so. So 11 million followers, 49-year-old Shah Rukh Khan, undoubtedly very, very popular, very, very charismatic, very, very hot, if I may use the word, as it is freezing cold in Delhi today. All right, Shah Rukh Khan is only the second Bollywood superstar after Amitabh Bachchan in terms of Twitter followers. So this is definitely a feat that we are talking about, 11 million. And here are some of the other Indian celebrities who are most followed on Twitter. Of course, leading is Amitabh Bachchan. Then 11 was, him. Then you had Amir Khan, 10.2. 10.2 is Salman. Amir is 10.8. Deepika, Priyanka Chopra, Hrithik Roshan. Very close figures there. But of course, Akshay Kumar is 7.27 million. Well, his film Baby is releasing tomorrow. Maybe that number will rise if he does well in that. So we are going to try and make sense of what kind of charisma does he have that people in social media follow him and hang on to everything that he puts out on Twitter. Over the last 5 years, he has put out about slightly more than 8,100 tweets, and he follows about 75 people. I have with me online Nitin Bhatia. Nitin is working with Meltwater. Meltwater is a social media monitoring agency. So Nitin Bhatia is a social media strategist, and he is going to try and make sense of this number for us. Nitin, welcome to India Post Live.
Thank you very much.
Nitin, 11 million is fine. I mean, Amitabh Bachchan has 12.8, but Amitabh Bachchan is Amitabh Bachchan. Shah Rukh Khan is 49 years old. And in fact, his latest film, Happy New Year, of course, I mean, forget the box office numbers, but critics have trashed it and all of that. What is it about him? Can you just make sense of that for us? What is it about him that, makes him so popular on Twitter?
Well, it's very straightforward, for as far as you mentioned rightly, his personality itself and persona is so great. And what he has done is he has tried to reciprocate the same kind of persona which he actually brings on TV and on films to his social media life as well. On an average, if you look at him, he does not fail to at least post one tweet every day. And that kind of makes one of the key formulas of social media is to keep your account live. Now, one of the things which you realize with Sachin Tendulkar, if I have to compare it, is this, that he came in, he actually tweeted a lot in the beginning, and suddenly his number of tweets on a day-to-day basis actually reduced. Whereas Shah Rukh Khan, the way he does it on stage, once he has the mic in his hand, he actually never stops speaking. The same kind of formula he has applied on his Twitter channel as well. His content is very witty. He writes about funny things. He makes his fans really intrigued to engage with him, and his followers normally retweet a lot, like on an average 400 to 500 retweets are there on every post which he does. So which kind of gives an understanding that his post or the content which he is putting across is intriguing people to go back and reach out to him on a regular basis. And that's how engagement increases. That's how popularity of a person increases on social media. I would say that is one of the biggest reasons why his growth over the 5 years has been.
All right. In fact, some of his tweets are also motivational. I was just reading a tweet that has been retweeted by one of his fans at 11 million SRKians, which said, walk with your heart and you will never walk alone. I think that was very sweet, and motivational quotes is something. But thanks for the tip, Nitin, that, you told me at least how to keep a Twitter account alive. I am on Twitter, but, unfortunately, I'm not that active on Twitter. But thanks for sharing that tip with me. But I was asking you, if you compare the three Khans, again we saw it's 11, 10.8 and 10.2. 11 is Shah Rukh, 10.8 is Salman, 10.2 is Amir. And of course you have the Hrithik and you have the Akshay. I mean, your superstar, megastar status on the big screen vis-a-vis a microblogging site like Twitter, 140 characters. Two very different spectrum, don't you think?
Well, I think so. It's very straightforward. If I would have been on television regularly, I would have had a far more number of what I normally now have on Twitter. So the idea is very straightforward. You can't really put these two platforms separately when it comes to a celebrity like Shah Rukh Khan or the three Khans of the world, or maybe Amitabh Bachchan, or because these people come with a reputation of their own for a longest period when internet was not even internet or known as internet. So people, those who adore him, those who like these people, they want to get connected with these guys to the closest possible manner. And it's very straightforward. If I write @SRK, I have this firm belief in my head, in my mind, that this is a tweet which Shah Rukh Khan will definitely read. And so my message is going to him. So I think so. Comparing, television as a separate medium, I
Right.
think so. That is the area which has instigated people to get closer to him through Twitter. Now,
So,
on the part of one,
you
you
go
had a
ahead, go
question?
ahead.
Yeah. On the part of 140 characters, I know it's a very, very small
Yeah,
compared to a 19 reel film which we go and watch on screen.
exactly, huh?
The idea is like you said, motivational content, things which with these people post. They have opinions on day-to-day activities,
Yeah.
and which you and me also have on some way or the other. So if Shah Rukh Khan writes about it and I like his tweet or I dislike his tweet, Twitter allows you to actually agree or disagree with him. So even if it is a shorter version, you still have a way to reply to him in a shorter version as well. And you don't have to wait for his response through a television or something as well. He can directly do it on Twitter.
So if over the next few years his popularity as an actor declines, do you think the number of followers will also decline? You're saying that's kind of directly proportional, right?
Yeah, I think so. One of the major factors with social media when it comes to is there is less likeliness of people to really unfollow you on Twitter until and unless if the content which you post on Twitter is extremely, extremely bad and boring.
Offensive.
So, yeah, or offensive. Normally, when you have offensive conversations happening on Twitter, people tend to participate more on it. It's a reverse psychology over here. But if you tend to be very boring and if you don't post a lot, then
Right.
I think so that might lead to few, less followers. But of course, he has a saga. He is the Rahul of Bollywood, and he is the Badshah. So at least continue with him.
Exactly, Nitin. He continues to be the Badshah of Bollywood, no matter what the critics say, no matter what anybody says. Nitin, thank you so much for putting that in perspective for us. It was great having you, and thank you for your time on IndiaPostLive.com. Let us now, let me take over from what Nitin just told us. Of course, on your screens, you have been continuously watching the tweets that his fans have been putting up when it following the hashtag 11 million SRKians. Now, let us tell you that we went out and asked people, why they love Shah Rukh Khan so much, why he continues to be the Badshah of Bollywood. Take a look at what these people had to say about him.
मेंटेन करके रखती है
गुड लुकिंग है, हैंडसम है, स्मार्टनेस है, हर चीज़ है।
द टाइप से वो अपने आप को एक्सपोज करता है।
और उसकी एंकरिंग बहुत अच्छी है, इसलिए वो अपनी जगह पर बहुत सेट।
कोई स्टार है ही नहीं उसमें, कोई स्टार वाला कुछ है ही नहीं उसमें।
एक्सक्यूज मी।
Shahrukh Khan is a man who made his life by his own.
आज ये सुनकर मेरी माँ कितनी खुश होगी।
स्टार तो अनिल कपूर था।
He has a great physique, 8-pack abs. It is his energy and his charisma.
बाल भी अच्छा लाता है फिल्म में, और लड़की भी इतनी सुपर लाता है, और गाना भी इतना अच्छा निकालता है, डिस्को के गाने।
बचपन से आदमी को बुढ़ापे तक हर एक आदमी को जिसको मन की खुशी होगी, मन का खुशी, मन का खुशी, मन का खुशी, उसी आदमी का चेहरा हमेशा वैसा ही दिखेगा, बुढ़ापे में भी और जवानी में भी।
We love Shah Rukh since he has the same charm over the years.
He's got a great charisma and he's the king of Bollywood, that's it.
Okay. So he gives a lot of man ka khushi to people, and no matter how old he gets, he will always remain charming to people. That's what people had to say. Nitin, I hope you're back with us. I just wanted to clarify a couple of more things with you. The tweets that have come, can you just, put that, just make sense out of those tweets? Where exactly are they coming from? Have you analyzed the tweets in terms of location? Have you analyzed the tweets in terms of any other parameters?
Yeah, actually, we did run some kind of analysis on this entire activity altogether, and it's always interesting to understand that how fans and followers write and talk about a particular celebrity social media life. And we actually tracked the hashtag SRK11 million, and we found out that over the last couple of days, there were around 9,000 tweets which basically had this hashtag in itself.
Okay.
And these, of course, the impressions. So impressions of this hashtag might have been humongous, which actually means much more popularity for SRK as a person, as an individual. And then when we realized about his popularity, you of course found that the pie chart, which I actually presented, and we looked at that, of course, India is one of the most participating countries. But then apart from that, we found out that there were followers and there were people from various other parts of the world. Like, it will be very, very shocking to hear for the viewers of India Post Live right now that Netherlands, we found that there were second highest number of posts. The second highest number of posts which came across were from Netherlands, followed by United Kingdom.
Wow.
And of course, he big big fan following in Pakistan. And then interestingly, some Asian countries like Thailand and Malaysia and Norway, those who wrote about this particular hashtag. So this is a very, very good mix and match. So there might be, as far as social media is concerned, when things are trending on Twitter, then people just frantically also participate in that. So this could be a reason that, there might not be a good popularity of SRK in those countries, but still, because people want to actually talk about trending topics on Twitter, they might have participated in it as well. However, on the other side, it's very, very positive for SRK that people all around the globe want to talk about him on social media as well.
Of course. I mean, I'm not surprised at Pakistan. I'm not surprised at United Kingdom. And Karan Johar's films in which he's acted, caters a lot to the NRI crowd. So I'm sure United States also, the Indians there would be happy to talk about him on Twitter. Netherlands has really shocked me. So has Malaysia and Thailand. But, yeah, tell me. The entire concept of the fact that people are talking about him, this is just a hashtag that his fans started. This is not a sponsored activity, right? This is not something in which you are actively participating to win a prize. It's just the love for him.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, in fact, I actually also would like to highlight a couple of people.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, fans started, and it's very, very true. The highest number of tweets which we could monitor on this hashtag was from a Twitter handle called Vinay SRK Fan. He basically managed to tweet 155 times in the last couple of days on this hashtag itself, followed by another Twitter handle called I am Sir Amit. which basically looks at another fan, a big fan of SRK. He has posted 118 tweets on this hashtag itself in the last couple of days.
Wow, wow, that is simply awesome. I do hope Shah Rukh Khan is watching this show and listening to Nitin, because he has lots to feel very happy about, as Nitin just told us. The second highest tweets have come from Netherlands. Maybe he should schedule his next shoot over there, and there'll be lots of people coming to watch the shoot, and he'll be very happy to oblige them with autographs and selfies and all of that. All right, Nitin, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us with those numbers and putting things in perspective for us. And great having you, and all those of you who are still crazy about SRK and who feel that the trend should continue for the next few days as well. Please send us your tweets, send us your comments on what you think the reason is that Shah Rukh Khan continues to be the Badshah of Bollywood and continues to be so popular on Twitter. Just 5 years and 11 million followers is not a very easy task to achieve. Of course, his star status, the fact that people want to know, and the fact that people feel that there is a personal connect when they mention him in their tweets. I think all of that is what is making social media itself such a success. So we wait for your tweets, we wait for your posts and audio comments on this. Thank you so much for watching the show. Goodbye.